I'm still proud of myself no matter what. I know I fought my
And
heart.
you would have done differently tonight in this fight?
You know, you can ask Angel that question. He was on the outside looking in, so he could probably tell you more.
Yeah, he could have did more. He could have got busier. He could have did what he did at the end of the round right there on 12. He would have did that. He was just giving him too much respect. He heard him at one time. He didn't hurt him, like buckled him, but I could see he shook him a little bit. And he let him come back into the fight. So the only thing Danny did wrong today, he didn't get busy enough.
As a reminder, if you have any questions for Danny via Zoom, please raise your hand. Our next question will come from Roberto Vinces. Roberto, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yes, this question's for Angel. Ángel, en español, nomás tu reacción nomás a la pelea. Acabas de decir que Danny no hizo el plan como se había hablado. Nomás tu reacción y describe esta pelea de esta noche, por favor.
Sí, no hizo el plan. El plan era estar más busy because en el pasado, that's what we went wrong at from the past. So we learned from the 2 losses Danny had. Aprendimos de eso, era para estar más ocupado. Y no lo hizo, pues entonces, tú sabes, that's why he didn't get the decision. Porque un juez le dio 4 rounds nada más. So that was kind of bad.
Okay, we'll take our next question via Zoom from Keenan Atchison. Keenan, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yeah, Danny, did Spence surprise you that he was able to block away that right hook and you weren't able to catch him as flush as you normally are able to catch most of your opponents?
No, I knew what he was bringing to the table. You know, I think most of it was just me. I had to believe in it more. I had to throw it more. I felt like I threw it a lot. It just wasn't connecting. Maybe he was ready for it. But, yeah, I can't make no excuses, man. It is what it is. He got the decision, and what can we do? We can only get better from now.
All right, we'll take another question from David Melandra. David, if you have another question, please ask your question.
Hey, Danny, what do you say? What was it tonight that it seemed like you were not using your jab enough? What was it, the way he was defending you most of the night?
No, I just think he had a pretty good jab. It was rangy. It was throwing my timing off a little bit, and I think that was the key in the fight. His jab, but that's pretty much it. Everything else I was adapted to it. I knew he was going to go to the body. I knew he was going to throw those looping left hands. But his jab was a little better than I expected.
All right, thank you, David. If we have any other question, here we go. Mark Wicker, will go ahead and mute yourself and please ask your question.
Danny, you fought Porter, Thurman, and now Spence. What separates Spence from the other 2 guys?
You know, I feel like they're all kind of on the same level. He just, I think he has a better jab and he's stronger than all 3 of them. Physically stronger than all 3 of them. But I feel like they all have different type of strengths. But I think he may be the strongest one out of all 3 of them.
All right, thank you, Mark. We'll take our next question from Ben Baby. Ben, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yeah, Danny, I mean, throughout that fight, is there something how surprised were you with the shape and condition he was in? And did you think that you'd see maybe more rust than you saw tonight out of Spence, given the layoff and the accident?
You know, he was in shape. I was in good shape. But like I said before, I think we were both in great shape. I just feel like the key to the fight was his jab. You know, he took his jab away. If I would have took his jab a little bit more, I felt like I would have been more successful. And that was pretty it. That's pretty much it. I think that was the key to the fight, his jab. Other than that, I feel like everything else, I knew what he was going to do. We had a great game plan. You know, I should have been busier, but it's easy to say. And, you know, we were trying to land that right hand over the side. But, you know, I landed it a few times, but he took it well. I hit him to the body pretty good. Sometimes he took it well. You know, what can I say, man? He's a true champion. I'm a true champion. We fought hard for 12 rounds. And The judges gave it to him. He was the better man. I can't make no excuses. I'm a true champion. It's all good.
All right, thank you, Ben. We'll take our next question from Fago Franklin. Fago, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Despite the pandemic, what does it mean to you that you came out here and gave your fans a good fight tonight?
You know, it means a lot. You know, it's crazy times right now in the world. And, you know, it's a crazy time for sports. And, you know, I'm blessed enough to, me and Errol Spence are blessed enough to even fight a pay-per-view fight, a big fight, this fight, with these times going on in the world. So, you know, it's a blessing to the fighters and the fans. And it's a blessing for everyone to give someone to do it. There's a lot of people who flew out here from all around the country. You know, they're on lockdown, so they want to come out here and have a good time. And we gave them a good show.
Fago, we'll kick it back to questions from inside AT&T Stadium.
This question's for both Danny and Angel. First off, with Angel, what did you make overall of how the fight unfolded, and what do you think was the key for Errol to get the decision in terms of adjustments you guys couldn't make in there?
Well, it was up to Danny. He had to let his hands go. You know, you can't force it. You can tell them what to do. Doesn't mean they're going to do it. You can have a plan. It means, I mean, Danny should have got busier. We learned, like I said before, that was the pass he brought him back. That was happening in the other fight. He wasn't busy enough. That's the only thing he did. He took the shots well. He dipped and slipped, but he didn't counter. If he would have did a little more countering when he was dipping and slipping, that was the game plan. He took shots well. You know, he gave him back. He hurt one time. I thought he hurt Spence a little bit. In one round, he didn't drop enough, but you know, he hurt him. I seen him buckle a little bit. But then he let him get back into the fight. And then Spence was stealing the rounds too. He would get busy at like a minute into the fight. You know, a minute left on the fight, on the rounds. What he could have did better was that, get busier. Because it's all about punching, man. It's about landing. It's not about looking pretty, slipping and dipping. You got to counter that. You can't slip and dip, don't counter. The judges don't give you points for that. You win round by landing. You have to land punches. And that's what Danny did tonight. He didn't land enough. If he would have did what he did in the 12, the last round, the last couple seconds of the last round, that was the fight he was supposed to give him. You see how he held, he was strong, but he just didn't let his hands go.
Danny, what was so tricky about Errol's jab?
It was, he has good reach. He has good reach. It's a strong jab, and it has good timing, and he knows when to throw it. He knows when to step to you. So I think that was the key to the fight, to be honest. He had a good jab. He used it well. I was trying to get around it to land some body shots, try to use my own jab. And
he was getting around it.
Yeah,
he just had a counter. You did well. He didn't hit you with jabs like that.
No, I'm just saying.
You making it say he killed you with a jab?
No, I'm just saying that was the key.
He didn't kill you with that jab. You just didn't counter the jab. You seen everything. You seen everything, man. Stop saying it.
Next question.
Oh, okay. Danny, you said it earlier. It's so much easier said than done. But why aren't you able to get the punch numbers up and let the left hook go tonight? Why is that?
You know, I just couldn't get it off. You know, I tried. Like I said before, I tried. He did a good job of taking it away. And but I think the key to this fight was the right hand. The key was the right hand. We know that everyone's looking for the left hook, and the key was the right hand. We tried to land the right hand. I felt we landed some good right hands too, and some good body shots. So the body shots was pretty good. The right hands was pretty good. And like I said before, it was just, you know, that's when two champions fight. You know, one guy's going to be better that night. Tonight, he just outpointed me. Can't make no excuses. I hold my head high no matter what. I'm proud of myself. I came a long way. And I will be back, so it's nothing really to cry about. It's nothing to be sad about. You know, I fought a champion. I beat champions. Champions beat me, and that's the name of the sport. So I'm not going to cry about it, and I'll just be back stronger. That's it. What can I do? You know, I'm still proud. I came a long way, so it is what it is.
You guys should be proud. It was one of the best fights I've seen in years, Danny. You have a great chin, first of all, maybe the best in boxing. How close did you get to landing that hook? Because some of them were like half an inch away.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like if I would have set it up better, like with a right hand to the body, or even a straight right hand left hook, I felt like the hook would have landed, or maybe a body shot left hook. But like I said before, we didn't really focus on, we knew the hook was going to be there. We were more focused on that right hand because we know everyone's so used to it. And I landed it a few times, but he took it well. And I landed to the body a few times. He took it well. So, it is what it is.
This question's for both Angel and Danny. Angel first. Do you think maybe right now is the right time for Danny to maybe dip his toes at 154? I know you guys have talked about that in the past. That's something that you guys maybe like to try out. Do you think this is the time now, or do you want to stay at 47 still?
I mean, we go to 54, but the weight's not the problem. You still got to sacrifice, because if you go to 54, you're walking around 190 pounds. So it's just, then they're going to have to sacrifice. You're always going to have to sacrifice weight. The business comes with the business. It's part of their job to sacrifice. 54 would have made it. He didn't do nothing wrong today. He just wasn't busy enough. Like, he lost, yes, but it was because he chose to do that. It's not because Spence really whooped his ass and all that. I ain't seen no whooping there. I mean, a little bumpy in there, that comes with the package. You're always going to get bruised. He light skinned. You're going to see it more than anybody else. But he's not like where Spence whooped his ass. And I mean, he never hit the camper. He took the shots well, like I said. I mean, he just got to get busier. You only win fights by landing. You don't win fights by nothing else. And that was the only problem he had tonight. He just didn't let his hands go, but not like he was supposed to. Because a lot of times when you're in the pocket, you dipping and slipping. I mean, you seeing everything. So you make him pay. He would slip under like that right there to the liver. When you dip back to the right hand on this side. That's what counts. That's what he did wrong. That's the only thing. It wasn't the way. He didn't look weak in there. And if he would have threw it, like I said, the last 30 seconds of the 12th round, that's Danny Garcia right there. That was a little too late to try afterwards. But I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed at him. But I'm not mad. Now, I was pissed when we lost to fucking Keith Thurman. I was ramming. But not that I'm saying I'm going to accept the L, because I'm never going to accept the L. But what you do, you move on. That's it.
We came to his hometown, and we fought a champion in his hometown. So even if it was close, I probably still wouldn't have got it anyway. So I probably would have had to knock him out. But it is what it is. No excuses. Like I said before, I'm always going to be proud of myself because I know I can always come back stronger.
All right. Thank you, guys.